Joe, this is a real thriller, and it's a thriller that you don't have to do a hell of a lot to thrill people. You just stick Gary Oldman and Kristen Scott Thomas and Lily James on the screen, and with a good script, you can just let them fly. That's how it feels.
That's good, because that means that I've done my job properly, which is to kind of recede into the background and let the story and the actors take front and centre.
Mm-hmm. Is there a risk that you can let it become such a big, like Gary Oldman doing a thing, like his speeches? Do you ever have to think, well, let's dial it back so we don't look like we're trying to make it too crowd-pleasery, if you see what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me it was important that I didn't just make a kind of fluff piece for Churchill, and that I avoided kind of sentimentality or nostalgia, and I tried to make a film that was kind of even-handed, that looked at the at Chamberlain and Halifax with humanity and understanding, and try and get their point of view as well.
From your psychology of making a movie about Winston Churchill, you could be a huge fan of that era or whatever, but tell me if I'm right or wrong. I feel like there's the desire is more that because he said things like failure is just success is just someone who's prepared to fail more than others. From a filmmaker's point of view, when you can't get movies off the ground and you keep trying and you keep going, is there a sense that there's a nice parallel between the way he kept pushing forward and the way you as a filmmaker have to keep pushing forward, even when people think that your ideas...
Yeah, but you as a human being has to keep pushing forward. I mean, you know, you as a father, as a citizen, you know, we have to keep pushing forward. All of us do. It's not just about being a filmmaker, and I think that's the you know, enduring legacy of Churchill, that somehow he almost turned himself into an analogy of what it is to be human, and I find that really interesting.
Would he be on social media, Winston Churchill, if he was alive today, do you think?
I don't think he'd be on Twitter.
He'd be brilliant at it, though.
I don't know. Maybe he would. I'm not sure.
I suppose his quotes live on. I suppose it's because you could fit some of his amazing quotes into tweets, which is what I was...
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, how do you feel? I know people have talked a lot about awards and everything like that. I know you're just going to say we don't do it for awards, but it's very gratifying. It must be nice, though. You know, you wake up in the morning and you hear that across in America that it's being nominated for Golden Globes and that kind of thing.
Of course, no, it's great. You know, it's really gratifying. No, it's great. You know, I don't know what to. It's difficult. It's kind of, it makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable, the whole thing. You know, which is why one comes out with glib answers like it's gratifying and that's not why we do it. It's not why we do it. It is gratifying. The thing I really like about it, right, is that when you're on this kind of award season trail, there are other filmmakers who are also on the trail with you, and you get to spend a lot of time with them, and you get to kind of know people, and you know, there's a kind of camaraderie there, as we saw in the kind of fiasco that was the Moonlight, you know, La La Land thing last year. So that's really nice. You get to make some friends.
Get to get drunk with your mates.
Yeah, basically.
We all like that.
Yeah.
That's for everyone.
Yeah.
Who wants to look, you know, simple when you can look stunning?
I'm really sorry, we're very drunk, but we don't give a
Hey, girl! No, she ain't hear me. She ain't hear me.
Can you sing? I'm not sure.